Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fountain Valley High School's second virtual showcase. We've got a lot of great acts for you tonight. I'm so excited to be here with you, but I again am missing all of you so very much. But thankfully, we have such wonderful talent in our school and such wonderful people in our program that they commit their time to bringing these showcases just for you. So with that, we won't stall any longer. I'm going to bring us to our very first guest. Well, they were supposed to be here.
Hello! Welcome! I'm back from Scotland.
Oh, very nice. Are you all ready to go?
Indeed, very much so. In all this time, I was able to install an elevator in my house because going down the stairs was just such a pain, and I was able to get out to Scotland, and that accent just really grays on you, you know what I'm saying?
It does, and that sash, man, that's something fancy.
Oh, thank you very much. I was awarded by the Mary Queen of Scots.
Was it?
Oh, yes.
Mary, really?
Well, not anymore. She's dead now.
Okay, it was quite a bloody end, wasn't it?
Indeed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know on your screen it says Katie Bell, but this is not Katie Bell. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm very glad you asked. I'm Michael McGregor Bell.
Michael McGregor, very good. And are you ready for your first scene, or am I going on to the next thing?
I am very excited to present a musical piece for you. I have some classic bagpipes. They're just downstairs. Let me just go down in the elevator and I'll show you them.
All right.
There's no buttons in this elevator.
Welcome home. This is your new voice-activated elevator. Please state the floor that you would like to travel to.
Voice recognition software in an elevator with a Scottish accent. Oh, this can't be good.
Please state the floor you would like to travel to.
First floor.
Floor not recognized. Please speak clearly and slowly.
First floor.
Floor not recognized.
Ground floor.
Floor not recognized.
All right, well, this is going to go perfectly well. Okay. American accent. I got to think of an American accent. Elevator.
Please speak slowly and clearly.
Of course. That doesn't even sound like an American accent. It sounds like an Irish accent. It sounds like I learned my American accent in Dublin.
Michael, it sounds like you're having some trouble there, so I'm going to let you try to work on your elevator, and we'll come back to you in a minute. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Thanks, Michael. Well, that's Michael, and apparently they have installed an elevator in their time in seclusion. All right. Well, let me bring our next guest. This is our host for our next piece. Welcome, Dante. Hey, Dante.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's really good to be here.
Oh, good. You look great. You look in command. You look. You've got a wonderful seat there. The outfit, the headphones. You look like you are in full control. Are you? Is that the case?
Absolutely. And the best part of it is I could be wearing no pants and you wouldn't know.
Well, I hope you are wearing pants, and if not, please do not tell me. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to just let you introduce our next game and the players who are going to be playing. Okay?
All right.
All right.
So we're going to be playing some improv today, and for our first game, we're going to be playing a game of New Choice. I'd like to get up the illustrious Corbin whenever we can. The splendid Kyle. And the charming Lacey. I don't think I can high-five you from here, Kyle. All right. So the way this game works, New Choice, is they're going to be performing a regular scene. They won't know anything about the scene because it's completely improvised. And then at some point, me as the host, I can call out New Choice, and then they'll have to redo an action. You want to give an example, Kyle?
Sure. I'm hammering a hammer nail.
New choice of action.
I'm screwing a hammer nail in.
New choice.
I'm taking the hammer nail out.
All three at once.
I'm screwing the hammer nail in, pounding it in a bit more with the hammer, and pulling it straight out again.
And that's how New Choice works. All right, we're going to start off with a suggestion. The suggestion from our lovely audience. We don't have an audience, so what's that? Pineapple. Your suggestion is pineapple. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, can I get a uniform? Yeah? On 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and start a scene.
All right. We have this pineapple here. Now, this is a national emergency. We got to get this pineapple to the president at this point, and he will be cured of his sickness. Now, how are we going to get to the president? Any ideas, team?
Well, listen here, sir. The president, he doesn't want to see anybody right now. Even though he does have this sickness, he wants to keep it under control.
Okay.
So nobody can see him, but he does need to get better. So how? What?
Well, we
How?
need to get it to him. This is a national emergency. We need to get it to him in the next 24 hours.
24 hours.
This
Wow.
is the helicopter you ordered, sir. You called me about assistance about a watermelon?
What?
Yes, sir.
Corbin, new choice of accent.
Well, I'll be rooting, tooting, and bubble, and watermelon.
What? Watermelon, sir?
Yeah.
What about the pineapple? What about the pineapple, sir?
Well, no, pineapple. I'm talking about watermelon.
Why would you
But we have a
why would you
pineapple,
want to
sir.
purposely poison the president? He's one of them.
No.
Oh, no.
Let's not.
This is bad.
We are all friends here. All right. I happen to be Tin Pin Joe.
New choice of name.
I happen to be Bobby B. Boo. All right.
New choice.
I happen to be Caroline. All right. I know it sounds a little weird, but I am a very wealthy individual, and I'll tell you right here, my watermelon delivering service will top that of any pineapple of the year president.
But sir, Caroline, sir.
I'm not sure I trust this, Agent Jackson. Should we
I'm not
trust
sure
this
I trust
man?
you either. I don't think we should, Agent Casper.
Now listen, before y'all get hasty and kick me out of the White House, I just want you to know, all right? I have a watermelon, all right? That's a hybrid, all right? Not only is it pot watermelon, it's delicious goodness of water, but it's also pot pineapple with this delicious goodness of pineapple juices, all right? Now I'm talking on top of the roof, you know, but it doesn't mean that you guys can't enjoy the deliciousness that is a watermelon pineapple.
But will it cure the president, sir? Sir Caroline, will it cure the president? That is what we need to know.
We're just gonna have to find out. It could have delicious watermelon. It could have dangerous poison that could kill the president anytime, so we could take over. It's all up to fate, you know.
Agent Jackson, do you trust this man?
I I would say I don't, but in these severe circumstances, we only do have 22 hours left.
New choice.
We only do have 22 seconds left.
Okay.
To get this to the president.
Gotta get it to him fast then.
All right,
Yeah.
Mitch.
Oh.
Why'd you throw a pineapple up here?
Well, you're gonna deliver it, aren't you?
I'm on top of the roof. How am I supposed to deliver it?
I don't know.
And scene. Thank you.
Wow, that was wonderful. Do you hear that, crowd? Man, everyone across Orange County is up and cheering for you. Way to go. All right, well, thank you, guys. I'm going to send you off into the wings. And we're going to bring up our next... Where did Lacey go? There she is. And we're going to bring up our next guest, our next performer, and that is Ariana. Hey! How are you doing? Let's make sure you get your mic.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. One second here. That's on my end with those two screens going. That's what happens in this virtual world. You got two cameras and two microphones going at the same time. Well, I'm sorry about that. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Ready as I'll ever be.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Here is Ariana.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be, that even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong, certain as the sun, rising in the east. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Ah, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Thank you. That's it.
That was wonderful. Where's our audience? Can you hear them? Oh, there they go.
No, stop.
Oh.
Stop it. I don't deserve it.
All right. That was wonderful. What a beautiful voice you have. Thank you so much for being here and performing with us today. I'm going to send you to the backstage as we bring our next act out. And here we have a piece from a favorite Disney, well, it's not Disney, I guess it is Disney now, one of our favorite characters that you may see over at Disneyland when it reopens, a character by the name of Yoda. Oh, is that a Yoda that I see behind you there, Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So you're going to be performing Yoda for us today?
Mhm.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, here is your time to shine.
Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you? And well, you should not, for my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. The Force surrounds all, the tree, the ship, the rock, yes, even the land and the ship.
Oh, you still there? Way! Well done, Zach. Good job. Thank you, and thank you for that that monologue from Yoda. Thank you, and I'm going to send you backstage as well. All right. So thank you, Zach. We'll see you at the end of the show. All right. Our next act is another improv game. So let me bring back our host, Dante. Hey, Dante. All ready for game 2? Now we've got 2 teams today. Is that right?
Yes, that was just our first team for the first game. Our second team, we have 3 more.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's bring them on in.
All right. I'd like to see the inspiring Michael.
Michael, are you there?
He's probably running to it right now.
Oh, probably.
Then let's see the amazing Luke.
Luke, where are you? There's Luke.
Oh. There he is.
There's Luke.
And the astounding AJ.
AJ, where's AJ? There's AJ. There he is.
Whenever Michael arrives.
Well, I wonder if Michael's still stuck in the elevator. Michael, are you in the elevator? Did we
what?
Oh, there's Michael.
Michael.
All right, I thought it was your Scottish cousin, Michael, that we were looking for you in the elevator. So I'm going to take that elevator out of there.
Yeah.
All right, Dante,
All right.
take it away.
All right. Yes. Well, thank you and welcome. All right. So the game we're going to be playing now is going to be Universal Remote. The way it works is it's a scene just as before, except the host can call any sort of thing that you might on a remote, such as forward or reverse, such as a language change. You want to see it in French. Suddenly the scene is all in French. Like, Michael, can you give me a short phrase?
You know what? I just hate it when your Scottish cousin's stuck in an elevator and can't find his way out, and you just hear him pounding
I want
on
to hear
the
this in
doors.
Spanish.
Yo no me gusta para cuando mi primo es.
All right, thank you. Perfect Spanish. All right, so you get the idea. Anything can happen. The host can definitely pull a surprise on you. Players, we're going to get a suggestion from the audience. What's that? Okay, there's no audience. The suggestion that I'm going to give you is completely made up on the spot. How about pencil? Your suggestion is pencil. Players, you can take that any way you want. What's the question, AJ?
Do I need my shoes?
That's up to you.
All right, sweet.
All right, players, are you ready?
Indeed.
All right, start a scene.
So, class, how have you been doing today?
I've been doing great.
All right. Well, online learning has made it difficult, but I see all of us here now. So we are going to be getting started on today's lesson. So first off, I'd like to say I bought this blue board on Amazon. Great purchase. It's 100% more effective than a whiteboard. The only caveat.
I feel like I can't hear this enough. Let's go max volume.
The only caveat being the fact that you can't actually write on it with a blue marker. So once you try to write on it with a blue marker, it just disappears. So instead, you must use a white marker. Unfortunately, all I have is a pencil, and it does not write on this. Class,
Back to
how
normal
would you
volume.
use-
My ears are bleeding.
How would you use math in order to solve this problem? Yes, you at the bottom below me.
So what as I would do how to solve the problem is that you've only bought one, correct? Only one.
Only one blue board or only one pencil?
Only one of everything.
Yeah, I only buy one of everything in my life. As you can see, I only do have one shoe, so my foot is just absolutely bare all the time. But the other foot has a shoe on. You can definitely
but that's not what you want to do. See, if to live the true life and have a perfectly blue backboard with every writing on it, you have to buy everything. You have to cash into consumerism. You have to go the economic route. You have to purchase. You have to go purchase everything. You have to consumer buy capitalism.
Forward.
Consumer buy capitalism. You have to buy everything. Even the blackboard behind you, that's a blue board. You want to buy that, and you want to buy every shade of it. You want to buy red boards. You want to buy pink boards. You want to buy purple boards. You want to even buy dark blue boards as well.
Well, I'd like to give you full points for that. However, you did not show any of your work, so unfortunately, I can't give you any credit. Yes, you down there, down over there.
Here is my concept. Instead of just having the blue board, what if we physically altered the light to turn the blue white?
All right. Okay.
Change the way that the light works. Change the color of the blue board.
I want to hear it in French.
Yeah, you know that.
Oh, je veux français.
Oui.
J'ai enlevé du fromage.
Oui.
Ah, oui, 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 oui. Français, français. Son français baguette. Une baguette enchantée, flores bien.
All right, I can't understand anymore. Back to English.
And that's how you propose solving the problem.
Exactly.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any cheese and/or platypuses. So, I'm sorry, but your complex idea, it was good up until the use the platypus to hold on to the cheese, which the cheese has the pencil in it. Unfortunately, that just didn't come across. I can only give you about like 2%, maybe. All right, and this brings us on to our next.
70 for his terrible answer? Didn't he get 70 for his bad answer?
Well, you know, he did show kind of simplicity in his equation, and all he had was that he didn't show his problems. And because your answer comes more in the ideas of philosophy,
I want to hear this 2 times speed.
And because your ideas come more in the idea of philosophy, unfortunately, I can't give you full credit because unfortunately you can't show work for philosophy because philosophy doesn't show anything in the remote works of math. So over here, you can see that none of this works over here. So now, as you can see over here, we have this box. Now we're moving on to the next lesson. Now this is box. It doesn't work. It's useless. Absolutely pointless. And over here we have this mouse. This mouse. It is the worst work of all these
normal speed.
And anyway, so the mouse is the work of normal men, women, and children who make mouses in this society of Apple tech. So that was our Yes, you down there.
Can the mouse eat the apple though? Instead of just normal humans, can that mouse also take a bite out of the apple, consuming it as an apple?
Well, I'm glad you've asked because our sponsor for education, Steve Jobs, who is dead now, in his dying wish, he wanted to let you all know that Apple has actually developed secret technology that allows their Apple wireless mice to eat apples in order to recharge.
And scene. All right, thank you. I'm waiting for the applause. The applause will probably come in a minute.
There they are. There they are.
The applause.
Oh wait,
I'm missing that applause.
I don't. Wait, Mr. Zick, I don't.
I think they're chanting for you.
No, actually,
no, they're not booing. They're not booing.
I actually don't think that's applause. I think that's my cousin Michael McGregor stuck in an elevator somewhere. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can help him.
Okay, you go to help him.
All
And
right, thank you, players.
while Michael is going to help his cousin, I'm going to take you guys away, and we're going to bring out our next act. Oh no, there they go, and there's that one. And our next act is Iva. Hey, welcome, Iva. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so glad to have you back again this week. You've got a new song for us?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. And what are you going to be singing today?
I'm going to be singing There's a Fine, Fine Line from Avenue Q.
Wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is Iva.
There's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend. There's a fine, fine line between reality and pretend. And you never know till you reach the top if it was worth the uphill climb. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of time. There's a fine, fine line between a fairy tale and a lie. There's a fine, fine line between you're wonderful and goodbye. I guess if someone doesn't love you back, it isn't such a crime. But there's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of your time. And I don't have the time to waste on you anymore. I don't think that you even know what you're looking for. For my own sanity, I've got to close the door and walk away. There's a fine, fine line between together and not. There's a fine, fine line between what you wanted and what you got. You gotta go after the things you want while you're still in your prime. There's a fine, fine line between love and a waste of
Wow. Iva, that was just beautiful as always. There we go. That was beautiful, just beautiful as every one of your performances is. So thank you for that, and I'm going to send you back to the wings. All right, let's go see how Michael's faring with his cousin. All right.
All right, yeah, you're gonna get me out of this elevator. I'm just gonna get on the ground floor. Hey! All right. Now you listen here. Floor 1.
Floor not found.
Oi! All right. What do you want me to do?
If you would like to exit the elevator without selecting a floor, simply say, "Open doors, please."
Please? Please? You want me to say please? This one thing wants me to say please. I ain't showing you nothing. I'm from Scotland. I'll tell you about that right now.
How are we doing in there?
We're doing pretty well. 1 second. I think I have to try a British accent. Maybe
All
a
right,
British
I'll get.
elevator.
Floor not found.
Of course, Dick Van Dyke had to tell me how to do an English accent. I just need to select a floor.
Floor not found.
I didn't say floor. All right.
If you would like to exit the elevator without selecting a floor, simply say, open doors, please.
Open the doors, please.
Floor not selected.
Aye.
Please speak slowly and clearly.
Floor 1, please. Please open the door.
Floor not selected.
Floor not I have selected a floor. And I've been telling you it. First floor.
Floor not selected.
Aye. All right.
We'll come back to you. Sorry, you're still stuck in there. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for them. Poor guy, just wanting to get to another elevator or a floor, I suppose. Well, let's see what else we got. Dante, hey, how you doing?
Is it time for another game?
It is time for another game. I think this is our last team that was just performing who's going to be performing again, which is that, correct me if I'm wrong, that's Michael, Luke, and AJ, correct?
That's right, we're going to bring them back.
Okay, well, let's start bringing those fellas back in.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take Michael too long with helping out his cousin.
AJ and Luke. Oh,
that was an entrance.
Oh, look at Luke. He's studying over there. That's wonderful. All right. And it's time for Michael Bell to bring him in. He's for the next improv game. Right, Michael? Yeah? Let's see. Are you there? No, he's not there.
Just give him
he must be helping his cousin out again.
Yes, of course. Well, I'll explain the game while we're waiting. Oh, there he is.
Hey, Michael. How's that cousin doing? I saw that he's really struggling up there.
Well, he might get out any time now.
All right. Well, let's hope. Fingers crossed. I'm glad you're helping him out. All right. I'm going to let Dante take over.
All right. So we're going to be playing the game Scantron, and if you've ever gone to school, you should know that Scantron is a form of test that has a lot of answers, all multiple choice. So the way it'll work is we're going to have the scene go on, and each of you, at certain points in the scene, I'll ask for a Scantron, and you'll tell me an answer to a question I ask. So, for example, say Luke just entered the scene. I'd go, Scantron, who just entered the scene? And then AJ?
The Duke of France.
And B?
A couch.
And C?
Hans Franz Ferdinand, the guy who is the Austria guy.
The Austria guy. I like that.
Yeah, you remember that famous superhero Austria guy?
Austria guy. All right. So I don't have any suggestions still because there's no audience, but I am going to give you my suggestion again. Unless you have a great suggestion, just waiting.
Austria guy?
That's a pretty good one.
Depicted in his best movie, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right. You know what? Your suggestion's Austria guy, but you can take it any way you want. You don't have to go Schwarzenegger on me. All right. So, players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. After my single round of applause, this will be Scantron.
Where's the Archduke?
What did you just say to me?
Where's the Archduke?
No, I haven't heard that saying in 15 years. And the last person who said that to me was my partner. He died. In the same exact sentence you're saying right now. Do you want to die, young man?
I'm just the taxi driver.
Yeah, that's what I get to going to Australia. Sorry about that. Past memories. I just really wish he came back. I mean, really, it's drinking problems. He helps me with everything. People confuse us as like more than partners, but trust me, we're not that. It wouldn't work out like that.
Just where is he?
Scantron, where is he? AJ.
He's skydiving.
B.
He's trying to find the center of the earth.
Let's go with skydiving.
He's skydiving. Come on, man. Like, seriously, you're just a taxi driver. What do you gotta do bringing up my past feelings? Like, seriously, this is why I was diagnosed with anger issues, okay?
I just was hired to drive him to his cousin's house. That's all I need to do.
My partner?
Yes. Finally, he's here.
Oh my god.
It is I, the great Archduke.
You're finally back.
I am back from my skydiving expedition. I have found the stratosphere. I tried to claim it, but the flag fell as well.
Oh.
It may have landed somewhere in the ocean, but it's mine now.
So, let me get this straight. You were just skydiving this whole time?
Yes.
For 15 years?
Indeed. The gravity does not affect an archduke such as myself. Gravity has manners to not affect one of such high power.
I hate to interrupt, but it seems we might be running late. Like, we really should leave to this party.
The party of who?
Well,
Who?
you know, the cousin's party. He invited me
Oh,
there
of course, Cousin
15
Dimitri.
years ago.
Cousin Dimitri, how could I have forgotten? Of course. Well, we'll just have to take my very well-known Archduke vehicle. You remember what it is.
Scantron, what is the vehicle? AJ.
It's a man-powered tractor.
Michael B.
It is, in fact, a giant airship powered by nothing but guinea pigs and gerbils.
Luke C. Yeah.
It's a helicopter that only goes up.
Let's do helicopter that only goes up.
My helicopter that only goes up. That's how I skydived for 15 years.
No. How? Why did you take that elevator? That was my most prized possession of you. And you just up and left and took it?
I'm sorry, did I say elevator?
Sorry. It's my dyslexia happening again.
It's okay. It doesn't. It's not good that I also have inversed hearing.
Yeah, I forget that.
I have to think that everything that goes forward now. Anyways, well, we have so little to do and so much time. Wait. No, so much to do and so little time. Now, to my helicopter that only goes up.
Finally!
Where are you guys going? You're just gonna leave me? I don't even know where you parked the helicopter. How'd you get out of it?
Well, I skydived. I have to turn it off.
How are you guys already?
Wait a second.
Wait.
Is he driving my helicopter that only goes up?
Oh, wait. If you're right there, then how did he get into there? I thought you had the keys.
I don't.
How did he take them from me? Oh, wait.
He's stolen the Archduke's helicopter.
He's a taxi driver that barely gets you any money. What else does he have to do? Pickpocket.
Don't worry,
That's why he's so good.
I'll call upon my best team of operating people.
You have a whole team?
I do.
Then
Here.
why were we only doing nuclear missions with only us when you had a whole team where you could call it to support us?
Because you're my nuke team.
And scene. I think the real applause comes in like a second. I'm just gonna keep this going for Wow. You know what? We're gonna give ourselves. A round.
Hey! That was wonderful. That was wonderful. And again, I will say so long to you guys. And I think it's time to go see where our next
My door came open.
Michael in his elevator to see how they're doing. Let's go and see how they're doing up here. I hope I hope he's gotten out of there. Let's see.
Now, you listen to me right now. I'm gonna get out of this elevator.
Please remain calm.
Calm. You want me, a Scotsman trapped in an elevator with voice recognition software, to remain calm? Why would they tell it to do that? I know why they told it to do that, because I knew they were going to be selling voice recognition software systems to Scotland. They had to put a keep calm in there. 1 second. Just wait. I'm going to wait until it talks again.
Floor not found.
I'll get you one day. I will fly to America and I will find whatever underpaid actress voiced you, and they'll have to put me in prison for whatever I do there. You hear what I'm saying? This is Scotland here. Scotland! Freedom!
Ground floor.
Oh. Lovely. Well, I'll be down there with the bagpipes in a minute. Totally.
Well, he got out. Hey, that's pretty cool. Hey, good job. All right. With that, I guess we'll see if we see him again. I hope we do. It was kind of all right. Let me bring our host back for our improv team to rejoin us. Hey, Dante.
Hey.
You've got the first team back on stage next, right? Is that right?
That is correct. We're gonna have Corvin, Kyle, and Lacey coming back on up.
All right, let's bring them out. So that's you said Corvin, and you said Lacey, and you said Kyle.
In no
Oh no,
particular
I'm
order.
short. I'm so short.
You can stand up if you need.
All right, I'm going to give you the floor there, Dante, and improvisers, have fun.
Will do.
All right, so what we're going to be playing is not at all a scene game like we have before. What we're going to be doing is a game called Good, Bad, Worse. Some of you may know this is my favorite. Actually, it's not my favorite. It's everyone's favorite. Kyle, you don't need to make the faces. The faces are okay. Okay, so the way it works is we're going to have our three contestants, Corvin, Kyle, and Lacey. Imagine the three contestants. And then they're going to be embodying different characters. First, we're going to have Corvin, just for simplicity's sake. I'm going to assign it. Sorry. Corvin, you're going to be good. Kyle, you'll be bad. And Lacey, you'll be worse. So what we're going to have is we're going to have you give us good advice, weird advice, and then very terrible advice in that order. I'm going to be the host. I will be asking you questions that I have not picked out myself, but not stolen from a large audience. Are there any questions about the game? Do players feel ready?
I feel ready.
Yeah.
All right. Then after a round of my own applause, this is Good, Bad, Worse. Hello and welcome back to the Good, Bad, Worse show, where it is you seeing me, the generic host. Generic host, I have a lovely show tonight with these three contestants. I've never met them before. I'm going to go down starting with contestant number 1. What's your name right up there in the corner?
Hi, I am Charles McGuffin of the University of whatchamacallit, and I am a professor.
That is incredible. I went to whatchamacallit too. I love the school. It's an amazing school. There's so much I learned there. All right, contestant number 2. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Why, yes, of course. My name is Dusty Hatzman. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Dusty Hatzman. I'll probably forget that right away. Great to meet you. Contestant number 3. What is your name?
Hello. I am Merriweather the Third.
Merriweather the Third. What do you like to do?
Yes. Well, I like to go skydiving for my space shuttle.
Skydiving for a space shuttle. That's very unique. All
I
right.
usually land on Saturn.
Saturn?
Yes.
Okay. I've been meaning to visit Saturn, but it's just a few $1 million and hundreds of light years away. But I'll go there one day. Probably. All right. So our first question is from my lovely Aaron. I stole all my questions from him, actually. So our first question is, what should I do if my brother doesn't let me play with him? Or, use the computer, something of that sort. Contestant number 1, let's go to you.
You have to find a different, buy a different thing. You must buy a computer and then play the same game as him. And most games are online nowadays, so you just join him. Force him to play with you.
I see. Yeah. Involve yourself with him as best you can. And hope for the best. Some good advice. All right. Contestant number 2, Dusty Hatman.
Well, yeah. I don't know what this fancy computer technology you're talking about is, but when I was a boy, a wee little lad, my friends used to let me, play with them all the time, but there was this one kid. His name was Jimmy. Oh boy, Jimmy was a real nightmare. We always excluded him, and he always felt bad, so we always let him play now and then, but we always excluded him. So, if you want to play with other people, have them not exclude you. What I recommend is a gun. Get yourself a gun, all your problems go away.
Get yourself a gun, all your problems go away. Include yourself even if you're excluded. All right, that makes no sense to me. Contestant number 3, I don't remember your name. What was it again?
Merriweather the Third.
We'll go with the 3rd. All right. What's your advice on the matter?
Oh, my advice. Just buy a new little brother, just like I did with my 10 mothers.
Oh, so I see. All right, buy a new mother.
Pay your way to happiness.
All right. Your second question, contestants, is going to be, how do I stay motivated to do my work? And this is a really relevant question, I think, for everyone today. Really hard to do anything. Contestant number 1, whatchamacallit, Professor?
Well, as my time as a professor, I did find it difficult to stay focused on my problems, not only emotionally, but physically. As in, I couldn't grade homework fast enough and the kids got mad at me. But they're just children. Anyway, back to the subject. What you should do, take hourly breaks, all right? Focus on your mental health rather than your physical and economic health.
All right. I appreciate that. Care for yourself. Make sure you're doing well. All right. Contestant number 2.
So when I was growing up on the ranch, my father, he always motivated me every day. He motivated me with a whip. And nowadays that's not okay. You're not allowed to do that. But hard work and dedication is the best form of flattery, in my opinion. So if you're looking to flatter a girl, then make sure that you work hard. Your motivation is the girl.
Be motivated, even though it's hard to be motivated. Okay. And the 3rd, what's your advice on the topic?
Work?
Yes,
work.
work.
What is that? Work? Work?
You
I
like
have
schoolwork? Homework?
Never done a day of work. I just pay my workers to do it. I pay my workers to do my homework. I've never done that. Don't tell my teachers though. Or you do. I could just pay them to keep secret.
Pay off everyone that would have you do work. All right. I'm very scared now. The 3rd question comes from Yoda for absolutely no reason. The 3rd question is going to be, what's the best way to fall asleep? Professor, contestant 1, I'd like to hear your answer for this. I'm sure you have some soothing words.
The best way to fall asleep. First, you start talking about, you look at your professor, say, Mr. Charles McGuffin of the university. You listen to him speak in his luscious, gorgeous voice. He slowly starts bringing you to a doze off, mostly with his math, when he starts talking about equations and certain fractions. I'm dozing off right now. It's just thinking about it. Do focus on your work, and I assure you, you will be asleep in no time.
Get lost in the work. I appreciate that. Contestant number 2, I hope you have some good advice for this one.
Well, yes, of course. Yeah. See, my mama taught me this one trick, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. The best way to fall asleep is on a horse's back. So, you buy yourself a horse, you go riding off into the nighttime, and eventually you'll wake up in somewhere new, and you won't even know. You won't even know what hit you, but you will have fallen asleep in no seconds flat.
Something may have hit you, but you'll fall asleep on the back of a horse. Got it. And the third, because that is the only part of your name I can remember. What is your final advice?
Oh, my
yes,
final advice.
The third.
Oh, yes. Well, I would have my 10th maid sing me a lullaby while I lay in bed in my luxurious bed with the fur coats and all that shebang, shabam, shaboom. And I'll lay down and I'll count money. I'll count my money. And then I'll doze right off to sleep.
Sleep well in the knowledge that you possess way too much money. All right. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I'm afraid 3 questions is all I can fit into my schedule. Thank you, my 3 contestants, for showing up. And as you will.
Hey!
Oh, there's applause.
All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. Lacey, Kyle, see you later. And Dante, I'm going to bid you adieu while I bring our final act out, and then we'll say goodbye to everyone. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring back to the stage Michael Bell.
Hello.
Welcome, Michael, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. I'm just going to get right into the song because this song doesn't need much explaining. This is a song called Love Me Normally. Of course, it does have to help the music turn to the right page that you want it to be on. In lipstick on the mirror are the lyrics to my obituary. An iambic pentameter, follow parameters, crossing my I's, dot my T's. I was delivered holding scissors. I'd live deliberately, I'm a quitter and a winner anyway. 'Cause I never agreed to participate in this game. And I won't follow my dreams, 'cause they all got me waking up screaming. And I can't let them go for me. After all, there's no I in team, and I'd rather be normal. You're so normal. Well, I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I guess it's the least that I owe you, to be normal in the way I couldn't be. And come on and love me normally. Well, if I could live in third person, Well, I don't think much life would be much worse than it is. In the currents presently, this sentence ending in question mark or ... Is it courageous or escapist to leave the quarantine when you're contagious? It may just be a cold, and besides I don't wanna get old, yeah. I drank myself to death to be the afterlife of the party. But when the after party came, I was rolling around in my grave, yeah. 'Cause I'd rather be normal, yes, so normal. I suggest that we keep things informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I guess it's the least that I owe ya, to be normal in the way I couldn't be. And come on and love me normally. Now this is usually the part of the song where I talk to my audience, because there's a long rift of nothing much that happens here, but it gives me a chance to, just talk to the audience. And normally there's something I would tell everybody, but there is, alas, no audience here. But I would tell them that there's something I need from all of you heap cats out there tonight. I would tell you to turn to your left and turn to your right, to your 12 o'clock, your 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, to your 9 o'clock, your rock around the clock tonight, if you will. And I want you to look in their eyes, those fiery rings of beauty, of the lovely man, woman, boy, girl, neither, both, or in between that you brought here with you tonight. And I want you to tell them how you really feel. That you just love the way that they seamlessly, elegantly, like a dream, fit into everything that they were given to them, and they just don't stick out like a sore thumb at all, none of the time. Nothing is ever bad. Because they fit in that little tiny spot that was cut out right for them when they were born by the society and the culture that was put up to them when they were born. And I would want you to tell everybody that you love them for exactly who everybody else is. But it's not normal now. So normally I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want you to tell them none of that satire stuff that I just talked about. I can wait. I want you to turn to the people that you love the most. It doesn't have to be your family. It can be anybody, your friends, your family, your pets. I mean, you could turn to the rats in the wall if you can see them. But I want you to tell them that you love the way they climb back their way up the bell curve and stick their flag in the top of the bell curve and slide all the way back down again, just to fall back down and pick themselves back up and start climbing that next bell curve and do it all over again. That you love them for exactly who they are. That you love them normally. Because you love them the way that they want to see themselves. I was nothing before, so I couldn't have asked to be born. I'll be nothing again, so who am I between now and then? Is there nothing to fear? 'Cause stuff's getting weird. So to the maker that made this man, you better have one heck of a plan. And I'd rather be normal, yes, so normal. And I suggest that we keep things informal. Because a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I guess it's the least that I owe ya, to be normal in the way I couldn't be. And I want to. Come on, yeah. I said, come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. I said, come on, yeah. Come on, and love me normally. Come on, and love me normally.
Hey, Michael, all over Orange County. They are up, they are cheering, and that brings to conclusion our night. All right, let me go ahead and bring our performers out. So first we have Dante and our first team of Lacey. Where'd our Corbin go? And Kyle. Hey, everybody. Lacey, are you okay?
I was adjusting my camera and I was like, oh no, where am I?
Oh. All right, let's give a round of applause for our first group of performers. Yay! Good job, everyone here. And we're going to bring out our next set of performers. We've got AJ, we've got Luke, we've got Michael, and hey, congratulations, guys. We've lost Michael. I don't know where Michael went.
We're back in the elevator.
Maybe he went in the elevator.
There he is. Hey, Michael. All right, and thank you, folks, there. And let's go ahead and bring out our next set of performers. Dante, I'm going to say goodbye to you, but I will see you in just a little bit. Let's get Katie, and we've got
He's coming.
oh, he is. Yes, freedom. Very nice. And, hold on, let me get to the proper. I've got a sound effect here for you, all of you guys. Yay! Cheering. All right, very nicely done. Thank you, Katie and Michael. And I'm going to say goodbye to you and bring out our last group of performers. Hold on here. I'm still waiting for one person to return to our room. Let's see. Hey, Zach, come on into StreamYard so you can do your bows. And I'm going to bring out our, hold on here. We've got Ariana and we've got Iva. And
supposed to do it.
oh, hey, Zach, see that link? Go ahead and click that link and we'll bring you right on into the room. We've got some people. Here, try that again there, Zach. Try that again so I can get you up here. There's Ariana. Will you click that button again there, Zach? And we're going to get some cheers going here. Yay. No, it doesn't look like we've got Zach. You just got to hit that link there, Zach. No. All right. Well, we're gonna. I know this is live theater. This is live theater at its best. Hey! Oh no! Don't boo! Don't boo! Don't boo! And Zach, hey Zach,
Yay!
the live theater. You know, it's crazy running this all from the one computer doing sound effects and all that. But thank you. You all were fantastic. And we're going to say goodbye to you here now. Thank you so much. And you guys can leave the stream. And let's see here. And I'm going to send her. And we're going to bring back our host for today's improv, Dante. Dante, I understand you have an announcement for next year. Oh, let me get rid of that little ticker there.
As long as everyone's out, yeah, I do.
Okay, yes, we've got everyone out, and let me just make sure no one's listening in on the other side. I'm going to stop my video. It's really complicated how all this stuff is working right now. All right, Dante, I'm going to give you the floor to make the next announcement.
All right, but first I'd just like to restore honor and prove that I am wearing pants today. That's all I wanted to do. All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. The exciting news that we have is that we have chosen as Improv Council our next improv leadership for 2020-2021. And we're going to congratulate Corvin as manager, Calvin as captain, and Ryan as assistant captain. That's our leadership. That's who are going to be leading our entire improv next year.
I'm back.
You're back.
Congratulations, everyone. And we've got an echo going on here.
No, no.
All right. Well, that is all for today. So thank you all, and thank you, Dante, and we'll see you in a couple weeks for our Follies.
Yes.
A virtual Follies, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So thank you, Dante. We'll see you later. Thank you, audience. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting FVHS Theater. And if you look on the FVHS Theater webpage, you can find a place to donate to our program. We need it. Thank you. And have a great weekend.